You're probably one of those scammers and everything that's trying to call us all the time and sell us as something that doesn't work. Are you, as a solar company, going to go out of business? Referrals. I know, right? Kofi, that is crazy. How is that a reason for solar businesses not to grow? Referrals are like the best thing ever. I get it. You're coming from a place of hurt, pain. A lot of people have been burnt. A lot of marketing companies out here have done like the absolute worst. We've all got our hearts broken. But just because I got my heart broken, it didn't stop me from seeking love. What we came to find out, it is a dangerous time for solar. If we get you in front of the right prospect and you're not good at sales, it's not gonna really work out. If you don't know how to sell, your business is not going anywhere. Comfort is great, whilst referrals is also great. That is also a dangerous thing. If you don't know how to put yourself in front of other people, I'll pray for you. These are 5 reasons why your solar business is not growing as you expect. Hey, I'm Kofi Achampong. I'm the CEO and founder of Influence Digital, also known as E&D. And pretty much I'm talking from a place of experience, expertise, and analysis in which we have seen a lot, and I mean a lot, of solar businesses just not grow to where they're expecting. Now, granted, this is hey, Kofi, you're a marketer. You're from a marketing company and everything. What do you know about our business? What do you know about our industry? You're probably one of those scammers and everything that's trying to call us all the time and do all this type of weird stuff and sell us as something that doesn't work. I hear you. I really do. And I don't blame you. A lot of people have been burnt within this industry and everything. But I'm talking from a place of not only owning and running a marketing company, but my business partner is also runs a solar company in the Illinois area, right? So I'm the CMO of that company, in which we're utilizing all this stuff that I'm about to tell you within that company, and we're looking at exponential growth. Okay, now hear me out, because these things could help you as soon as possible and as crazy as possible should you implement them. Now, truth is, every business can do well once they get the customers that are willing to buy. But the question is, where are they? Right? Now, number one reason why a lot of solar companies do not grow really well is that they just don't understand your customers. That is one thing I've come to understand. So all I see is that a lot of people just understand what solar is, what it is to offer, but you don't actually genuinely understand where the customers are coming from, where a lot of the misinformation is coming from. One thing I've come to realize throughout this entire time of dealing with solar on a marketing standpoint is customers need information. Customers need information. And the information that they need is education. Okay? You need to edu-sell your customers, but you need to edu-sell them on a lower standpoint more than dumping into them a whole encyclopedia. Okay? So now, these are the different type of things that we've also come to hear every single time. Free solar. We know about that. There's no such thing as free solar. People are confused about how the payments are going to work, paying for the equipment and the utilities at the same time, right? It's a lot there's a lot of confusion and stuff like that in there that's making that happen a lot. Now, another thing, the power grid and its vulnerabilities. People don't know about that and they're misinformed about that, right? Are you, as a solar company, going to go out of business, which we've been seeing a lot of solar companies do because of malpractice or because they simply just can't get the lead generation, lead flow, and cash flow coming in for their business to thrive? Now, are you going to go out of business? And if you do, who can they turn to for their servicing and stuff of their solar system, right? Now, also, next thing right there as well is what happens if, for example, their house catches on fire? What happens if they need to replace the panels? All these things are all weighted in there in terms of information that they want, that they need. And because there's so many, there's so much information out there that hasn't been clarified to them, they're just not inclined to really go in on solar. So do with that as you will. We have a strategy in which we utilize for my clients and also my business partner, in which we're able to educate people. So that way, when it comes to solar within their local areas, they're the ones that they think of first. All right. Number two, referrals. I know, right? Kofi, that is crazy. How is that a reason for solo businesses not to grow? Referrals are like the best thing ever. And you're right. They are the best thing ever. And I agree. But guess what? A lot of people are just relying on that the entire time. A lot of people are just relying on referrals. So because of that, they're good where they're at. They are stuck in a place of comfort. They're like, I don't see the reason to invest into anything. I'm good where I'm at. We're having enough business from referrals. Don't need to stress. Comfort is great. Whilst referrals is also great, that is also a dangerous thing. So just based off of data, just like the stock market, you know how the stock market keeps going, right? And then now overall it does go up trend, but throughout the trend going up over time, there's still those ups and downs with the ticks. What are you guys going to do when it comes to those times when business slows down, where everything slows down, when times are much harder and people are just not willing to buy and you're not giving us many referrals? What are you going to do then? So what you're doing right now is you are so much entrapped into that warm community of people right there that you're leveraging, which is great. But you're not thinking about people outside of that community that you have right there that could potentially use your services. And because you have such a warm community, you could actually even leverage that warm community to convince the people outside of that community as to you being a trusted business owner and you being an expert, and now faster increase the aspect of them working with you. Food for thought. Next thing, number 3, unwillingness to invest in themselves. That's huge. Unwillingness to invest in themselves. Now, there's a lot of people that think that there's no ROI in investing into like marketing or themselves. And there's a lot of people that are also thinking like, you're demanding only a pay-per deal with little risk to you. Negotiation, guys. Negotiation is where it will only make sense on a pay-per deal if it means it's a good time for you, in which, you pay on performance. And it's also a good time for the marketing company in which they can survive till then to make that happen. Now, my company, we do pay-per-deal, but we do pay-per-deal with a specific type of clientele. We have a power partner program and a partner program in which we only deal with specific people with like a turnover of no more than 6 weeks. If you have a turnover of anywhere more than 6 weeks and some other strict criteria we need in order to make sure we work on a pay-per-deal, it's not going to work with us. Simply because that's taking too long to get paid and you're only reaping the benefits. If you find somebody to do that for you and they're worth their metal, it's the greatest possible thing you could ever have. But if you don't have somebody that can do that for you, then you really got to invest into yourself. And I get it. You're coming from a place of hurt, pain. A lot of people been burnt. A lot of marketing companies out here have done the absolute worst. I've heard it all. And with me owning a marketing company, I must say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you went through that. But then again, just like you guys and I'm sure, we've all got our hearts broken. But just because I got my heart broken, it didn't stop me from seeking love, right? So why would it stop you from trying to find that good marketing company that actually knows what they're doing for them to help you grow to where you need to get to? Or else you're just stuck in a scarcity mindset and in a hurtful mindset. Now, next thing that I've also come to realize is people that invest, but they invest in cheap marketing. How are you going to invest in cheap marketing or cheap leads of $200, $500 or something like that, and expect you to make $500,000 in a year? That doesn't make sense, guys. It's not impossible. It just doesn't make sense. We are in a very lucrative industry, but in order for you to get that, juice, you have to really sow that seed. So a lot of people have come by me. They're like, yeah, I got burnt I did this, Kofi, I did that, so I don't trust you guys. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, how much did you spend in your marketing? $500. I'm sorry, $500. What like what exactly do you mean by $500? $500 a month. What are you gonna get with $500 a month? Nothing. And you have a lot of these marketing companies out here that probably are trying to get their first few customers and stuff like that. So they're scared to say, yeah, no, that is not gonna fly. That's not gonna work. But I'm here to tell you that. So you can't invest that little amount in order to make that substantial amount. Be ready to invest in yourself and do it with the right company. And in terms of like investing with the cheap marketing as well, marketing is a whole different ballgame, guys. It is a whole different ballgame. Like, quite frankly, most are not experts at it. A lot of people are not experts on marketing, and many claim to be, but truly little are. So do your due diligence, make sure to invest into your marketing and make sure it's actually going to pay off with a good ROI. Because right now, guys, I'll tell you this. I did a deep dive analysis with my team because I love data. I love numbers. Those are two things I'm really good at. And what we came to find out, it is a dangerous time for solar. It is a dangerous time. And if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to put yourself in front of other people, I'll pray for you. Last but not least, sales. Oh my gosh. Sales. No matter what happens, if we get you in front of the right prospect, and you're not good at sales, it's not gonna really work out. Because the thing is, sure, solar is a no-brainer, but it's a way in terms of presentation and sales that you really gotta like go by to make sure you can actually close the deal 90 or 95% of the time. And we've had some people in the past with our clients and everything that we would get like people to them. They're not able to close. They'll come and tell me, Kofi, these leads aren't qualified and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? We filtered them through our filtration step and we made sure they're qualified. They hit all the bullet points. You just got there and you were just not able to close them. And in turn, it makes us both not reap benefits. So sales is definitely huge. I would recommend that you really invest into it because a lot of people think they're in the solar niche. A lot of people think they're in the HVAC niche and the hair salon niche. No, we're all in the selling niche. If you don't know how to sell, your business is not going anywhere. Okay. But these are the 5 reasons why your solar business is not growing as you expect. My name is Kofi Champong. Hopefully we'll see you soon on the next video. Take care.
This BK Soul from Timber. You see a ball, I'm coming in hard. Step in the room with confidence. Yeah, now we'll talk, yeah, baby, who's it bad? We know they do no